Hello, it's Polish Paul VR, welcome to the channel. I hope you all alright and having a good day. We are here to do another episode of This Week on Quest, my weekly show in which we're looking at all the new Quest games that we're going to play this week. But also we're wrapping up all the biggest Oculus Quest news from past week, also all new games announcements, the release dates. So let's just get started and right away let's start from the This Week games. First of all, first officially confirmed game is Hans Physics Lab, and this is gonna find its way to Oculus Quest Store via App Lab, and it will be with you on 1st of April. Now, Hans Physics Lab, maybe it's not as much of a game as maybe just a little playground, little showcase, very good tech demo for hand tracking technology that Oculus Quest supports. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter because I'm hearing it's a lot of fun. So finally, it's nice that people will be able to get it without the need of side loading. You go into the App Lab and you grabbing it. Okay, and the next release we're going to check out is Floor Plan 2. Now, believe it or not, this is a sequel to a game called Floor Plan. How amazing. So, Floor Plan was a game when you've been going to a lift. In the lift, you've been pressing the buttons in order to go to different levels. And in those different levels, you've been solving some puzzles and doing some stuff in order to progress through the game. And guess what the sequel does? Pretty much the same, but of course bigger and better. I always liked Floor Plan. I always think it's a very nice little game, a very nice budget title, very well done. So I'm glad to see that it's getting a sequel, and it's always nice to see a sequel to virtual reality game. So if you ever played Floor Plan, then you know what it's all about. If you didn't, then if it's cheap enough for a little price, you're probably gonna enjoy Floor Plan 2. Okay, so that's all the games with the officially confirmed release date by the developers, but of course, as always, expect from titles to be dropping via App Lab at any time this week. Okay, now let's talk about some new games announcements, and my favorite announcement past week was from Dr. Beef, the same dude who done ports of Doom and Wolfenstein and other games to Oculus Quest, and this is Rough Aeon of Ruin. I remember watching trailer for flat version of this game, and I was thinking to myself it would be very cool to play it in virtual reality, so I was very happy that Dr. Beef gonna bring this game to Oculus Quest. So as you can see, this is kind of your Quakey type of game. The developers saying basically it's Quake / Doom 2016, that's their inspiration, and now with Dr. Beef working on it, it's gonna get very nice virtual reality support. Of course, to enjoy this game in virtual reality, you're gonna have to own original release of this title, and then you'll be able to sideload it and use the mode and play it in all virtual reality glory. Dr. Beef ports are very good, very solid. He puts out some great mods, sometimes better than what the developers doing with, when they get flat game and port it to VR. Dr. Beef and his team, they know what they're doing, they know what players want, and they always delivering, so great job, and a very, very, very good announcement. Okay, and now let's wrap up all the biggest news stories from last week. First of all, I want to talk a bit about the Facebook. Today they announced that Quest outsold order headset in past combine, Quest 2 I mean, so that's very good, congratulations to them, but also what they said last week is that you can expect more AAA games from some massive franchises. Now, they didn't told us what it is, but as we know, they do like to open their wallet and give big studios some money. That's why we're waiting for Assassin's Creed Virtual Reality, but also Splinter Cell VR. From those two games, I probably gonna get them both. But Assassin's Creed is my favorite franchise of all time, so I cannot wait for the virtual reality port and what they're gonna do with it. But apart from those two games, you can expect some more AAA VR games coming to Quest. Maybe the games themselves won't be AAA, I don't know, but definitely they're gonna be based on AAA franchises. And looks like Facebook carry on investing very heavily into the virtual reality. And the developers of Pistol Whip and Pistol Whip 2089, this very new and nice update for the game, they announced that's not the only cinematic update they're going to do, and they already at work for the next cinematic update for Pistol Whip, so expect something like 2089 but happening in different times. They said be ready for a wild ride, so I wonder if they're gonna give us some Wild Westy update, which with some revolvers kind of would be cool for Pistol Whip. But anyway, this game is great, this game is pretty awesome, so nice to see that the developers still working on it and still gonna give us some more updates. Very talented studio. Of course, for PC they did Call of the Starseed in past, but now with this, looks like Pistol Whip is their most successful game up to date, which is rightfully so, because they've got this very fun and addicting gameplay loop. Okay, and now let's talk a bit about Pavlov Shack, because many of you waiting for the official Oculus Store release. As we know, the game currently is on side quest, so you can sideload in, but very soon you'll be able to do it without the sideload hustle, because the game will come to the store. The developer wants to do it as soon as possible, but sadly we do not have release date yet. But what they told us today is the price of the game, and Pavlov Shack on the official Oculus Quest store will cost $24. Pavlov, of course, super popular game on PC with some awesome first-person shooter in VR mechanics, and now even more players will be able to play it once the games drop officially on Oculus Quest Store. I know many people sideloaded it, but also I know many people waiting for official release of the game. So this is not the exactly same version as the PC version, but it doesn't have to be the same, because it's still pretty awesome. Okay, if you like what you're seeing, then please press a like, because it does helps the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us. And that's it, bye.